Go ahead.
All right, so we are talking today about the road to success. So what do you guys personally think is the definition of success? Anybody want to
I
define
can
it?
show you. It's like
Is that a good or bad?
up and down, up and down.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't just like
Active graph.
go up.
Ah.
It's just like zero.
So some people would see success
I'll
as,
show you what success looks like.
Okay. Focus.
some people would see success as a great increase in money, a good deal of love in their life, or a very long and successful life. But that is not always the case. Success is achieving whatever your mind is set to. So these can include large things such as creating companies, creating a family, or living a long, happy life. Or it can be smaller things such as getting good grades in school, making better friends, or trying new activities and getting out more in life. So those are all these main things that are covered by success, but let's keep going here. Josh, passing it off to you.
Oh, thanks.
Whoa.
And now we all know what warfare and superior means, so we create reality using words. But, actually, I just looked. It is, wait. Yes, sorry. Since we create reality with words, we are the ones who create our own success. But we must also endeavor to create said success. But to endeavor means to do one's utmost, meaning we must create the reality by doing the best we can to achieve that success. It's not a quick fix. It took Robert St. John himself 7 years to get back onto his feet. So, I mean, he's still there now, endeavoring to make more TED Talks and make more money that way. It's actually also like this classroom, because we're all on our own road to success. They're kind of all meshing together. We each help each other out. Whether or not we're actually in it for ourselves, we do aid each other on our own roads. And hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves further and further along that path. So with that, you've endeavored things just like, hurdles rather, like financial ones for student debts, psychological for whatever brought you around here, however hard it might be to move from wherever you came from to be here, or physical, which physically moving to here kind of thing. But everyone's already embarked on their path to success from that. But it's a continuous journey that we all have to continue going on.
All right, personal constructs. So these can develop from success because oftentimes when it comes to success, we often categorize who is successful and who is not successful. And the problem with that is like a lot of these are based off of what success is defined by media or your parents or whomever is revolved around your life. So one of the TED Talk speakers, Alan Bottom, said that we should strive for success, but we should make sure that that success, or that our definition of success is our own, which basically means that like you shouldn't be focused on what other people perceive as successful. You should focus on what you find success is and try to achieve it that way. So you can see this guy here. Many people would say he's unsuccessful, but his dream is actually to turn into a cabbage. So obviously he's becoming very successful at becoming a cabbage. He's not fully there yet, but he will be there soon.
Okay, so selective exposure. How this relates to success. Basically, if you want to be successful, a lot of the time you will think, okay, I want to keep myself in a circle of people who are on their way to the same area, or more like people who can help me be better in what I want to do. But it could also be don't expose yourself to negative negative but not constructive so don't expose yourself to negative feedback, but always look for constructive things. So selectively exposing yourself to different things that would help you along your way to success, whatever that may be. Yeah. So obtaining and sustaining. People often see success as a one-way street, but in fact it really goes both ways. A lot of people reach success then immediately stop doing everything because they've gotten to that point. So they've achieved what they wanted to achieve, but everything kind of plateaus. There's nothing left to do. So obtaining or sustaining, after you've obtained it, you have to somehow sustain your progression. But yeah.
All right, so we have a new class activity. Who's good at catching? Okay, got only got 4, so 4 volunteers. Hold your hand up. Perfect. Okay, sweet.
Go to the baseball.
Well,
Oh, it's for you. Okay, never mind.
Jeez, yeah, no, it's obviously the behind it. Right?
No, I thought you were just being a jerk and was gonna throw a bunch of balls at me.
No. Sweet. Except for you,
This is not my fault.
you're all successful.
You blocked my
But don't
success.
worry about that, because we have actually 8 steps to being successful.
Don't let anyone get in your way.
Yeah, don't.
So the first step to being successful is passion. You must be truly passionate about what you believe in. You have to have a good drive for what you want to succeed in. If you give up on that, your success will surely dive down into a deep pit, as Shay did with her graph earlier. It's going up, but if you lose your passion, it will quickly go down. So passion is a great step to success. Second one is work. Nothing should come easy, but you should always have fun while doing so. So Carol Coletta, which is an American revitalization expert, said, I would actually pay somebody to do what I do. That is a surefire thing to showing that she certainly loves what she does, if she's willing to pay somebody to do exactly what she does. So yeah, work is very important.
Next would be excellence. You always should strive to be excellent in, well, anything you do, instead of just being mediocre or good or average or poor. Try to be the best that you can be, and you will achieve the success that you so desire. Okay. As well as focus. Don't focus on an image, it actually hurts most of our brains. Focus is more kind of like, well, here's an example. Don't be like me where you trail off in the middle of a speech. That's probably not very good. What you should focus on trying to actually keep your lines together, making sure they actually, properly trails on, not off the rails.
Alright, so push. You always have to push yourself mentally and physically, because sometimes what happens is that people, well, they'll lose their drive once they've obtained a certain level of success. So a good idea would be to push yourself past further what goals you have initially reached, so you can, so you have like the drive to actually progress and improve yourself and do the best work you can. And serve. So make sure you're not serving yourself when you're striving for success, but try to serve other people. So like if you have customers, your goal is to serve those customers with your skills. And if you end up serving yourself, then you're gonna take away from your customers, and you're just gonna either devalue your success, or you just won't become successful because people won't want to work with you.
Okay, so ideas. Think hard for good ideas. Well, so obviously, if you can't come up with your own ideas and thought process on things, then you're probably not going to be successful. So you got to be creative and imaginative, and work hard to build up your ability to do so. So, and obviously persist. So if you're not persistent, you're never going to get anywhere. You've got to work your way through and always challenge whatever's blocking you.
Even if it's dating.
Yes.